Hey, this is Nate with Underground Fitness Revolution. We're going to get Nate Fitness Coaching and Consulting. I'm going to show you some crawling variations, starting from the most simplest crawling, which is a baby crawl, progressing to a bear crawl, a leopard crawl, a Spider-Man crawl. I can also show you some crab walks as well. So crawling is fantastic. Now, you may think that, this is only for children as they're growing up before they can walk, that they crawl. And you're right. There's this progressive stage that children go through from birth until they're able to walk. And you can't skip those steps. So, for those of you who have children, or about to have children, or have newborns on the way, or just had newborns, don't push your child to walk too soon. They need to learn the basic thing. Neck nods, turning and using their head, rolling, crawling. All these things are there for a reason, because they strengthen your body and they allow you to get to the point where you can walk and then run and jump and all these other activities. So we don't want to skip steps. They're great for you because it helps reset the body. It also helps your vestibular system, balance, coordination. It's movement pattern, opposite arm and leg. It's your normal gait pattern. So let's show you the baby crawl first. Baby crawl is very simple, just like a baby. Now, a baby's head is 25% the weight of their body. So they have to, this is their weight. Their head is their weight. For you, your head's not that big because you've grown into your head, basically. Your body has grown. So it is important that you keep your head up and your eyes up. We don't want to be crawling with our heads down. If a baby can hold their head up, you can hold your head up. So you want to be here. You notice that my feet are flat down just like a baby would. So a baby crawl is just that. I'm dragging my feet behind me. I'm keeping my head up and my eyes up as I go. Notice how I'm walking, opposite arm, opposite leg, or knees. My knees are down, my hands are down, and the back of my feet drag behind me. This is your baby crawl. Do not skip the step. And if a crawl, another pattern, is too hard for you, then you regress back to a baby crawl. And you should not progress to a harder crawl if you can't do that properly. So if you can't keep your head up and look straight ahead, then there's no point in you going to a harder variation. You need to be able to get the foundation and the basics down first. And baby crawl can be used at any time, even during the warm-up, during a workout, in between exercises, as active rest period. It helps to reset the body. Now from here, we're going to take it up to the bear crawl. Now bear crawl, same thing, head up, eyes up. Now I'm going to get on my toes, and I'm going to lift my knees just off the floor. Now my knees are only about an inch or two off the floor at the most. And now I'm going to walk slow. Notice that I'm not bringing my knees up here, and I'm not up here. We don't want to be bear crawling like this. So we need to be able to keep the hips down low. So head up, eyes up, hips low, knees low. That is the cue. Head up, eyes up, hips low, knees low. Little steps. That's all you need to take. Little steps. You can go faster to make it harder, or you can go sideways, which will be a challenge for many people. And even harder than going sideways is going backwards, because you have to maintain the opposite arm. Whether you go forward or backward, it's going to be opposite arm and leg, your normal gait pattern. So we can progress bear crawl so many other ways. Sideways, backwards, forwards, slower, faster, as long as you can maintain the form. From here, we can go to a leopard crawl. Now, I like a leopard crawl, but it is harder than a bear crawl for most people. So in a leopard crawl, the knees will come forward further. This time they're going to come inside my elbows. So I'm going to start down low, and then I'm going to step forward, and my knee comes in. Notice where my knee is, like a leopard, making its attack. Crawling, ready to jump. So, still, the same things apply. Head up, eyes up, hips low, everything low. But now, I'm bringing those knees inside my legs, or inside my elbows. So notice they're here. It's here. Head up, eyes up. You would not be talking. Your tongue would be on the roof of your mouth, just like I showed in the previous video. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Head up, eyes up, hips low, knees low. So that's the leopard crawl. That's another one up from bear crawl. Again, regress back down to what you can do. You can do a leopard crawl backwards and sideways. So if I'm going backwards, I'm going to go. And it is harder to go backwards on all these movements. They're always going to be harder. So again, I can go sideways, same as a bear crawl, same as a Spider-Man, which I'm going to show you next, Spider-Man. So So Spider-Man, the knees are going to go on the outside of the legs. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go outside, outside. Now, not everybody's able to do Spider-Man because this takes even more hip mobility, more reflexive stability, reflexive strength. So not everybody's able to do that. Opposite arm and leg. So one arm goes forward, the other leg comes up. Another Spider-Man variation that I like, I think looks a little bit more like actual Spider-Man because you get lower to the floor. It's going to work your upper body a little bit more because you're going to be bending your elbows. So I like to start nice and low here. So you see my arm is back and my knee is on that elbow. And now I'm going to come forward and I'm going to go wide. So this is the Spider-Man that I like. It's low, like Spider-Man crawling up the side of a wall. Really gets those hips engaged and the upper body as well, since you are basically doing a Spider-Man style push-up on the way. So on the other side. But if you can't do this variation, do the other one. Or regress back down to a leopard crawl, or a bear crawl, or a baby crawl. Now some people, they're unable to crawl this way, or they want other variations. A crab walk is great. So a crab walk, and this works the back side of your body. So we lift those hips up, and we crab walk forward. Now we can do this two ways. Right now I'm feet forward, or I can go head forward. So I would suggest mixing it up, going forward, backward. You can go sideways, like a crab. Either way, try to keep your hips up. If you need to, go low, but you're trying to avoid actually dragging your butt on the floor. So those are your crawling variations. Pick the one that you can do. Progress from there, get better, stronger, better conditioned. You'll be amazed at how much it works your body, gets your heart rate up, but it also is gentle on the body, yet strengthens you at the same time. Resets the body, helps with your vestibular system, coordination, gait patterns, and more.